Hey friends, let's read about the biggest planet, Jupiter. Jupiter is so big that you could fit all of the other planets inside of it. Like if you pretended that Jupiter could open up, you could fit every other planet inside it. You could hit Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune all inside Jupiter. That's how big it is. Let's read about Jupiter. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the sun, the fifth. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. So you can even see in this picture how big Jupiter is. It's much bigger. Look, there's Earth. Look how much bigger Jupiter is. Jupiter is a giant planet with a pretty long orbit. See, we're starting to get further away from the sun, so all the orbits are getting bigger and bigger. Jupiter is made mostly of gases. So that means you couldn't even step on Jupiter if you wanted to. Jupiter is almost kind of like think of it as like a cloud. It's made of gas, so it's like fluffy and you could not stand on it. It is called a gas giant. So the first couple planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, those are called the inner planets. And then we have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Those are all called the gas giants. So all of those planets are the ones that are made of gas. So they're fluffy and you can't stand on them. Although I can tell you wouldn't want to go here anyway. Jupiter is not a nice planet. Wait till you read about it. Jupiter has no solid surface. That's what I mean when I say it's fluffy. A spacecraft cannot land on Jupiter. There's nowhere to land. There's nowhere solid to put your spacecraft down. But it can study Jupiter's gases up close. So a spacecraft can fly by Jupiter, but cannot land on Jupiter. And remember, people would not be in these spacecrafts. They would be spacecrafts that are sent to take pictures so we can learn about Jupiter. Orange and white clouds circle Jupiter. The clouds are thick. The Great Red Spot is a large storm on Jupiter. The storm is twice as big as Earth. So they're showing you this. On Jupiter, there's always this one big spot, and it's as big as 2 Earths, and it's one giant storm on Jupiter. See what I mean? Not a nice place. Jupiter is much bigger than Earth. Look, if you put Earth next to Jupiter, look how much bigger Jupiter is. There's that spot too, the storm spot. Jupiter is bigger than all of the other planets put together. Jupiter has at least 47 moons. What? Earth has only 1 moon. We only have 1 moon. Jupiter has 47. And actually, I'm not even sure when this particular book was read, but I've also read that Jupiter has up to 63 moons in another book. Can you imagine having that many moons? That would be so cool. And these are some of the moons. Look how different they all are. These are four of Jupiter's moons right here. People could not breathe the air on Jupiter. Most of the air is very thick. People can see Jupiter from Earth. Jupiter looks like a bright star. So sometimes if you're out at night and you see something that looks like a bright star, it might not be a star at all. It might be Jupiter. All right, friends. So that's another planet we can check off as places we are not going to visit. But it is cool to learn about Jupiter. It's hard to believe there's all those cool planets right out there out in outer space. So cool. All right, friends. See you soon. Bye.